buy that twice, I'll cop that sweet 110, spot that, chop that. Tryna lock me, I can tell her it's not that. For the he say, she say, getting no delay, run it like relay, bro. You ain't got it like this. In my part C straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless.
It's week 10 of the NFL. And coming up, we're going to see Leonard Fournette, your standard at running back this season, pacing the league in rushing. It's the Bears and the Panthers on Thursday night primetime.
On Thursday night, didn't this game just put? Bro, I watched the game.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
Alright, let's go.
Fields going to throw right away.
We got Fields back though.
Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. And despite injuries like these, Charles, with these guys missing, they've been able to keep that pursuit of perfection alive so far.
That just shows the depth that they have on the roster and the guys who are serious about being ready when their number is called. Someone goes down, someone jumps in, and they don't skip a beat. I think this team has a bunch of those guys, and some of them will be called out again this week.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season. And that's caught inside the 35. Chicago. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Bears. Week after week, Charles, when we... First down, Young. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Kyler Gordon picks it off, and they will score. Pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Young. That's caught by Mingo right side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards there for number 15. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. You look at this Bears defense. They were very good last week in the win over the Saints.
I lost count of the number of turnovers that were occurring in that game. Did. Right? I mean, I had a clicker going after a while. 5, 6, 7, 8. It was unbelievable. There have been that many turnovers.
A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. Here's Young from the shotgun. Sanders has it over the middle. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Young on 3rd down. That is caught. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 36. He completes this one to Mingo. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 19 yards there on the catch and run. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. To the air once more, Young. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half. But the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them up the scoreboard here.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss.
You cannot do that against me. How are you going to get around against me then?
Brings up 3rd down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st.
Pick the ball.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Pascal. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the 1st. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. So Young will head to the sideline, and on is Pinheiro for the Panther field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here.
They're not picking that on me.
He's going to try to run for it. That was hit, and Dalton lost the football. And he will at least be able to throw it on himself, but it was 4th down, and the possession changes. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. Avoids him at the 40. Shoves him aside. Still on his feet. He's on his way.
No.
And he will be taken down, but it is a huge play there to flip field position.
Yeah, now we're
on the other side of the field as we have reached the 2-minute warning. Fournette is into the end zone for a Bears touchdown. So how about the season, Charles, if he can...
Ready.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Kyler Gordon picks it off. And the Bears are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
He's going to look deep for Moore. Touchdown! DJ Moore, 51 yards.
Mid blitz.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
A 2nd down throw for Young. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Young off the play fake. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away.
They like faking it.
Here's Jones.
Cheaters. They like faking.
And still
Go!
fighting.
So
Might have needed just one more block as it stands. 37-yard return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Flushed out right. Looking deep here for Mooney. And this is caught. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Fields going to hold on to it.
Come on, Scooby.
And he will fight his way in. Not giving up there. And he's got a Bears touchdown. Justin Fields as time expires in the first half.
Here we go. Here we go.
The play fake. Now Young. Throw left side. Caught by the tight end Hurst. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Young. Middle of the field. He finds Pascal. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Well, a lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the 3rd quarter. And they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard because that doesn't help them at all right now. Their focus needs to be on finishing every drive with points and playing mistake-free football from here on out.
Oh, Young loses it. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. And the penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
Automatic first down.
Alright. Come on.
Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. We're just looking at the scoreboard and where we're at in the 3rd quarter. I don't know that it's going to matter much at this point, CD, but these small runs on the ground, they're not going to get it done.
No, they're not. And right now, the guy stopping the run here in this ball game, giving them no openings, no seams, and now they've got this game well in hand.
Here comes 3rd and about a foot. Now Young. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Ready?
Young to throw it. Touchdown, Panthers. Hunter Henry from a yard out. And the Panthers are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through.
Roughing the kicker. Defense. Don't do us like that.
And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They are working on that very impressive 9-game win streak, looking to get it to 10 as they've got the lead here, 1st and 10. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
That was a good forceful run, and it demonstrates why you've got to put your body on a runner when you're trying to tackle him. If you just go in there and just try and get him down with arm tackles, usually doesn't work very well, and we saw him that play. He'll run right through those attempted plays.
And he will go out of bounds at the 15-yard line. 146 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Justin Fields.
A 15-yard touchdown run.
And the Bears have taken a 5-touchdown lead.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. Back now at Soldier Field.
Ready.
The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6.
Oh, Young loses it.
And this is picked up by the Bears. And they will set up shop red zone territory at the 13-yard line. And I don't know that fumble's going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help them improve.
So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now on. Santos now to add the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game is played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now here's Young. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted.
Tyreek Stevenson picks it off.
And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Oh, my goodness, CD. I mean, this defense just continuing to dominate. They're really dominating on both sides of the ball. But for the defense, that's now 3 interceptions for them here in this ball game.
And what a great teaching tape for this defensive coordinator, right? When they go back and review this game, what does he always tell us that he preaches to his team? We're going to lead the league in effort. Well, they're doing that in this game.
Touchdown, Chicago!
Leonard Fournette,
32 yards.
and the Bears add on to their...
It'll be Sanders. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
And they'll run the option to start the drive.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Justin Fields.
29 yards.
And the Bears are going to be moving to 10-0 as they add on to this big lead.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for two in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair. And now a hit and a loose football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally,
and for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception.
Tyreek Stevenson picks it off.
And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard to...
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Justin Fields
doing it himself from 9 yards out.
And the Bears are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this fourth quarter lead. And that rushing touchdown, his fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Fielded just outside the goal.
And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing.
And he coughs up the football near his own goal line.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
8 yards there helps, but they're still stuck now. Third and long coming up. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. Young now. And that is incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. Jones on the return. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. Fournette, a first down carry. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. With 207 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And
they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
You get in a second and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass. Let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there.
Now a hit and a loose football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive.
Oh, Young loses it. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Up the gut, Fournette. He can't get him down. Powering forward, and he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. They'll try and run forward with Fournette, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
So he had the nice run to get him down there, was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Yeah, we saw that one up here, CD. Offensive team, they touched that before it went 10 yards.
Obviously, such a fine line, letting it go the required 10 yards, but also getting to it before the hands team can. Just didn't time it out right, and that results in a flag.
One last shot for Young. He's going to look downfield for Henry. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game.
Never leave the house without the pack. Where my at? Take an L and try to double back. We ain't doing that. Say she mad, but I know it's cap. I've been through with that. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. I ain't got it, but they hands to the ceiling. I ain't palm reading, but I got them in they feelings, yeah. Ain't vanilla ice, but I'm iced out chillin'. Was the good guy till they made me the villain.
It's
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Bears. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs, as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down. The numbers for Gibbs from last week: 16 carries, 84 yards.
And as we discovered in talking with the coaching staff prior to the game, going up against a team that struggled against the run has only emboldened them to run the football more. I expect 40 to 50 carries in this game.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. So first and 10 now from the 30. Now gone.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Here is 3rd and 5.
Now Goff. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D.
On 4th down, Goff to the sidelines, and Detroit has Riley Patterson out there for the field goal.
From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Got to say, Charles, a little surprising to have a kick this short blocked. Usually that happens on the longer ones, but great job by the special teams to kind of sift through there and get a hand on it.
Yeah, you've seen a lot of football over time, partner, and you're right about it. Typically, the longer field goals start lower because they have so much more ground to cover to get to the post. And that's when you get a hand on it. These short ones, you're able to pop it up in the air pretty quickly. Normally, you get height. In this case, extra effort to block that one.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. Down the sideline he goes.
Touchdown, Chicago!
Cole Kmet, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. The Bears offense staying put. And Justin Fields always a threat to run. They'll go for 2 here.
And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Yeah, the option play working flawlessly right there. What'd you think of the call?
Love the call. That's really football 101 to me. 2-point conversion, run quarterback option. That means he can either keep it himself or pitch it to a trailing back. That usually opens things up for an offense.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up up 6. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra spell.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Leonard Fournette, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Bears have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. So the record safely in his pocket. Now it's a question of how high can he go.
I'll be right back, guys.
First ever, Charles, to score 30 times in a single season.
Well, let's certainly savor this moment. The first time ever, as you just noted, that someone has hit 30. What a ride this has been.
And the Lions are able to cover this one up. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play.
And the ball is knocked out.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
This defense, Charles, very opportunistic here early. A second fumble recovery in this first quarter of play.
Yeah, you mentioned the right word, opportunistic and aggressive, because once they got the first fumble recovery, they were eager to get a second one, and sometimes...
There he goes, left side.
Inside the 10.
Touchdown, Chicago. DJ Moore, 63 yards.
And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. Well, not content with a first quarter lead, I guess. They're going to go onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Offense.
Yeah, you got to wait until that ball goes 10 yards. They did not. They hit it before, and that draws the flag every time.
And there's no doubt in my mind that converting an onside kick has never been tougher in the NFL with the new rules. So trying to get it to 10 yards, timing up perfectly, that's tough enough to begin with. But when you go ahead and grab it before it goes, you've got no shot then.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 49-yard line.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs.
And he will possibly get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. On the other hand, it will definitely take us to the end of the first quarter play.
Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Setting up the screen, this is Gibbs. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line, well short of the first. On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
DJ Moore headed back out as the Bears take over on possession.
And CD, assuming he stays healthy, assuming the health, should get to that 1,000-yard mark pretty easily.
And the best part of what he's done so far is it allows him and the team to relax their pursuit a little bit. Meaning, if they just have...
And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Bears. DJ Moore with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game.
And the Bears are able to widen their lead here in this first half. They will run it. It's Fournette.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
Well, partner, since this new 2-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. And Detroit back in possession of the football.
And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3-and-out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
3rd and 9 here.
It's 3rd and 9.
Now it's Goff. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Goff to St. Brown for the Detroit first down.
They'll set up a throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. He'll fire deep, looking for more.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Now Goff on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Goff. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Well, after incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. Now he steps away.
And Goff picks up the first down and then wisely slides to the ground to avoid the contact.
A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Goff. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. On 1st down, Goff.
Going underneath, Gibbs has it.
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Here's Goff.
That pass caught. It's Williams.
And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Goff.
He's got it complete to Gibbs.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. Goff now looks to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. Taking it right down Broadway. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And the Lions getting set to go on offense to start the third. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
Gone. And he lost the football. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away.
Straight ahead.
And he loses the football a second time.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids it. Now a loose football. The ball comes out.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Here we go.
Following the fumble recovery, Fields.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. DJ Moore, 48 yards.
And the Bears are able to capitalize on the forced fumble by turning it into 6 points. They will run it. It's Fournette.
And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more.
I'll be right back, guys.
Fans usually love to see scoring.